Moro has attained a new form and is so powerful none of the Z warriors can match him. When Moro achieved this form, I was skeptical as to how he could possibly be powerful enough to take out Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta with no problem at all. I wanted to know how much power he gained throughout this entire arc. In order to do that, I had to backtrack to the beginning of the arc and see how he got to this point. I also had to go back and look at Dragon Ball Z as well. Moro's magic was originally sealed away by the Grand Supreme Kai. It took nearly all of his energy for the technique to work. It's important to note that he used the sealing technique to defeat Moro. This doesn't mean that he's actually more powerful than him. There's a bunch of situations in the series where characters will use sealing techniques to defeat opponents that are far more powerful than they are. So this isn't really anything new. Later, the Grand Supreme Kai was absorbed by Buu. This version of Buu had already absorbed the South Supreme Kai, who was said to be stronger than all of them, including the Grand Supreme Kai. So I'm guessing that the Grand Supreme Kai has the hacks, but in terms of raw power, the South Supreme Kai is the strongest. Fast forward to the final battle against Kid Buu in Dragon Ball Z, and Kid Buu separates Good Buu from his body, also splitting the consciousness of the Grand Supreme Kai. Unfortunately, Kid Buu kept the Dai Kaioshin's power and died along with it once Goku destroyed him with the Spirit Bomb. Fast forward to the Galactic Patrol Prisoner arc. Good Buu fights against an old and weakened Moro and awakens the Dai Kaioshin's consciousness, causing it to take over Buu completely. He's absorbed a lot of energy, but not enough to restore him to his previous self, so Moro's still not, that powerful. That was until a wish was made on the Namekian Dragon Balls. A wish that would restore all of his magic power, making him a bit younger. Just a bit younger, nothing crazy. Just a little bit. Unfortunately, the Dai Kaioshin didn't have enough power to use the sealing technique anyway, so yeah, it didn't turn out well. So we can say from the beginning of this arc, all the way up to the point where the wish was made, Goku and Vegeta were more powerful than Moro, and they actually still are. The only reason why Moro was able to defeat them is because of his hacks. After freeing the Galactic Patrol prisoners, absorbing Goku and Vegeta's energy again, and then forcing them to retreat along with the rest of the Galactic Patrol, Moro absorbs the rest of the Namekian people's energy, regaining both his youth and more power than he's ever had before. After that, Moro spends the next 2 months scouting and devouring planet after planet, increasing his power greatly. This increase was so vast, he was able to go head to head with Ultra Instinct Saiyan Goku and actually defeat him. This is a Goku that is post-Tournament of Power and Dragon Ball Super Broly. This is a Goku that has trained in a room of Spirit of Time for 6 months with mirrors. Needless to say, Moro was now the most powerful mortal in Universe 7. That was until Vegeta pulled up. After his training on planet Yardrat for 2 months, he not only increased his power drastically, he learned a new ability as well, Forced Spirit Fission. Vegeta used this technique to beat the stolen energy out of Moro, reverting him back to his old decrepit state. Remember, at the beginning of this arc, Moro was able to toy with Super Saiyan Vegeta and fight off Super Saiyan God Vegeta. So we can arguably say that he's a bit weaker than Super Saiyan God Vegeta before the Yardrat training. Now we have to stop talking about Moro for a second. Let's put him on hold and take a look at 7-3. Yes, you know where I'm going with this. 7-3 has an ability that allows him to copy the abilities of his opponents by grabbing their necks. He can only copy 3 people at a time and has a 1 hour time limit for each. He has to pick one of the 3 abilities he's copied. The other 2 abilities won't time out if he's not using them. So yeah, he can't use them all simultaneously. He has to pick one and switch between them. 7-3 was up against Piccolo and managed to copy his ability. He also had Moro's ability in stock as well. With these 2 abilities, not only was he able to defeat Piccolo, but he was able to defeat Gohan as well. Piccolo was overpowered by his own abilities, which he had to use Moro's in order to push Gohan back. He then began to absorb the energy of everyone in the surrounding area, rendering them powerless. The fact that 7-3 beat Piccolo with his own abilities tells me that not only is the attack potency the same as Piccolo's, but it might be a bit more powerful due to adding his own power to Piccolo's abilities as well. 2 months later, and Moro attacks Earth again, and 7-3 engages both Gohan and Piccolo again. After copying Gohan and Piccolo's abilities, he was not only able to use the Special Beam Cannon, but he was also able to use the Namekian Regeneration ability. I forgot to mention that he transformed into a giant during their first match, which is also another ability of Piccolo's. 7-3 lost the beam struggle using the exact same abilities as Piccolo against him. But Gohan was interfering, so that could have had something to do with it. 7-3 was beaten by both Gohan and Piccolo. This is most likely due to their training for 2 months. Not only that, but they fought 7-3 and already knew what he was capable of. So they had prep time. And so that was definitely a factor to them defeating 7-3. Not only that, Android 17 then proceeded to toy with him. I'm assuming that those two have been training as well, both 17 and 18. So, moreover to 18, because 17 was already brawling. So 18 had to have been training too in order to fucking give 7-3 this much trouble along with 17. So later in the arc, Old Man Moro absorbs 7-3 and is a lot stronger than Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta post Yarjat training. I find it hard to believe that someone as weak as 7-3 would give that much of a power boost to Moro. The only way to defend Moro's drastic power increase is by looking at the abilities 7-3 copied. The abilities 7-3 copied are not only as strong as the originals, but their power is added to his own. So he was able to defeat both Piccolo and Gohan in their first encounter. That would mean that Moro would not only be absorbing 7-3's powers, but Piccolo, Gohan, and his younger selves as well, since 7-3 had Moro's power in stock. Not only that, but he also has Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta's powers added to his arsenal. He would be a literal monster and pretty much unstoppable. Not only that, but since he has Vegeta's abilities, that pretty much means, I mean, he already had Gohan's abilities, but he has Vegeta's abilities now. Now let's take a look at what he did when he copied Piccolo's abilities. Early in the arc, there's two things that 7-3 used after absorbing Piccolo's energy that stood out to me: Gigantification and Regeneration. This isn't just an exclusive Piccolo attack. He's not just stealing his Special Beam Cannon, he's stealing his Namekian powers, meaning that 7-3 is a Namekian. Moro grabbed Vegeta's neck, so that gives him access to not only Vegeta's godly powers, but his Saiyan abilities. That means Moro can possibly abuse the Zenkai boost ability. So yeah, Moro's a problem. This would make the most sense as to why he would be a threat, and why an angel like Mears would have to step in, because this is crazy. He's literally a combination of it's just insane. This dude is just perfect Cell 2.0, I guess you can say. He even looks like Cell, but this dude is literally Cell without the Frieza cells. So it took me a bit of thinking to come up to that conclusion. I'm not saying Moro is gonna use any Saiyan abilities, but if you think about it, he used Namekian abilities, not just Piccolo's abilities. Namekian abilities that's related to their biology. So I think it's possible for him to utilize Saiyan biology as well. That includes getting stronger after being brought to the brink of death. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. It's just a very terrible realization I came to, and I pretty much just understood the gravity of the situation that they're in. So if you guys enjoyed this video, this little video I put together, feel free to like and comment below what you guys think about my little conclusion. And yeah, I guess I should make more videos like this in the future. This is like a first sort of a power scaling video, I guess you can say it is. My first crack at a power scaling video. I'm not crazy at it like, you know, people like Seth the Programmer, but it's my attempt. So yeah, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you guys in the next Dragon Ball video. Peace.